Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Asmongold TV. I think a lot of you guys know who he is. He's probably one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there. Big gamer. He's not in our space. He's not in our niche or anything, but he did do a video that I think belongs in our niche, and it's a very good video to talk about. So please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
They said lose weight. He says, okay. Like, he doesn't go on Twitter and, like, somebody tells him to lose weight. He talks about, like, writes this thing out. Like, oh, I'm being fucking fat shamed. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Society's out to get me. Like, everything's trying to ruin my life, bro. Like, hoflation is making it to where I can't get a girlfriend.
I have to share this story with you guys. So I
actually somewhat agree with Asmon. I think even as red pillars and as everything, like, we're starting to complain a little bit too much about some of the little things. And it's just like, there's no need to complain. Go on to watch some content, absorb it yourself and work on yourself to fix yourself to be able to attract what you want to attract, or become a passport bro.
starting to follow this guy in Xiaohongshu in 2021 December. By the time, he only have one post, and this is his only post. The title is, I cannot find a girlfriend. Where's my issue? And he posts one of his picture in here. And as you can imagine, he received many of comments. And a lot of them are not really nice. A lot of people said many hurtful things to him, like, oh, you're too fat, you're ugly, you're hopeless. And
this is always true, is that you have these guys. There are these guys that'll go online and they'll constantly look at somebody like this. Like, this is an average looking dude.
I agree.
Right?
I would say slightly below average. He is a little bit, his hair is unkempt. He does have an overweight face. His posture is decent, but his symmetry on his face is definitely slightly off.
Like, I would say, like, maybe, like, if I was gonna rate the guy, he's like a 4 or 5.
Okay,
right? I mean,
okay.
like,
I agree with you, Asmon. About a 4. I'll give you that.
Just based off of physical appearance, yeah, he's an average looking guy. And if you go on the internet, you have to understand that, like, a lot of these guys have convinced themselves that the reason that they don't have a girlfriend is because they don't look like Ryan Reynolds. They don't look like Ryan Gosling. They don't look like
this is the part I would push back a little bit on Asmon. Yes, looks do matter a lot, especially nowadays in the dating market, Asmon. You might not experience this since you are a pretty high-powered multi-millionaire streamer, but for average men with average normal jobs that have average income, that have everything average, it does require a little bit more looks and a little bit more effort.
Some, like, really, like, super good looking guy. They're not like a fucking NFL player with, like, a 10-inch dick that has like $10 million, right? So
again, Asmon, that's kind of what a lot of women want. Not shooting on Asmon. I love Asmon, to tell the truth. Like, I have mad respect for the man, but, like, this research says that's what a lot of women and majority of women want. A big, tall, burly type guy that can protect them, that makes a lot of money and is hung.
Whenever they see something like this, that's, of course, the lens that they're going to see it through. It's very common now. All the Ryans, yeah, it's true.
things to him, like, oh, you're too fat, you're ugly, you're hopeless. And many people ask him about his background, and he is a really general person. He answered all of them. He said, okay, I was born in 96, July.
No, he's younger than me. Damn, he's younger than me by like 10 years. Holy shit. He looks older than me in the picture. Holy cow. I thought he was like in his 30s or 40s or something. So he's only 20 something.
Height is 170 centimeters.
So he's 27?
Exactly. And
average height.
Job, I earn around
170 centimeters. That's like, he's like, what, 5'7"?
Yeah.
Something like that?
5'6".
I don't know.
Average for Asians. Average for Americans is like 5'9", but Asians, especially Chinese, is a little shorter. We're a little shorter than everybody else.
I think in China, people are like shorter on average.
Yeah.
3,000 RMB per month with no insurance. I don't own a house. I have a car.
See, this guy is very average. He makes, I'm assuming his average money, 420. I'm assuming that's going to be, I don't know, China's income. I'm assuming it's average. He doesn't own a home. He has a car. So he's living a very average life.
Both my parents are 49 years old. They are making tofu, and they are both not retired. And I have never in a relationship before, but I really want to. How can I, get better?
I think a lot more men are in this boat now that have never been in a relationship in their later years because, one, yes, they never worked on those social skills. Two, they never like tried to improve themselves in such a way to where they would attract the opposite sex. I'm not saying you have to improve yourself to attract the opposite sex, but there's work to be done.
And get a girlfriend.
Okay.
This is his first post. And 90% of the comments are harsh comments to laugh at him, to say, okay, you are too short, too poor, you have no money, you look ugly.
And that's what I hate about the internet, but that's where I think people should be able to grow thick skin off the internet. Like this gentleman must have had thick skin. He posted this, his first post, he gave out all of his info, and people trashed him 90% of those comments. But it seemed like he still pulled himself together, and he ignored those 90% and looked at the 10% and used that to his advantage and, improved himself.
Ugly, you are hopeless, you are down. But there are 10% of comments.
It's so crazy, man. It's so fucking crazy.
It's crazy because, at least in my comments, I would say almost 80 to 90% are pretty positive, to my content. And then I'll get like 10%-ish that are, I'm a small penis, I can't get women type of comments too.
You generally want to help him. So a lot of people try to give him nice
And
advice.
what you have to understand is like, why does this happen? I think that the reason why a lot of guys do stuff like this is because it is a fulfillment of their mindset. Like usually I look at a lot of things online, and most of the times that people talk about things online, they do it to reaffirm a viewpoint. So they are probably also, a lot of the people that were saying this guy's ugly and like all this bad stuff, I think a lot of them probably look like he does. So to acknowledge,
I can 100% agree with Osmond. I think a lot of men and people project what they look like onto this gentleman, and they probably look very similar. Most men are average. There's very few good-looking men out there. Like, very few. Like, good-looking men. Most men are just men, right? So when you see another average guy, and most likely you're average too, you're gonna tell him, "Hey, you're average. Like I can't get a woman. How can you get a woman?" kind of thing, and it really pushes each other down.
that this guy could have a chance of getting a girlfriend despite these negative advantages would put them in the hot seat and say, well, why don't you have a girlfriend then? Because you also have these inadequacies.
This is true.
Right? So it's always about themselves.
The first advice is suggest that, okay, you need to get a better glasses for ginger haircut. And he did. He literally got a new glasses. He got a
Wait, he didn't have glasses before. But then now he has glasses. Wait, who said that he needed to change glasses? The haircut fixed it. Gave him a better look. He actually looks younger now with that haircut. Dude, he looks like he's in his 40s. He's like mid-40s guy here. But this definitely looks like he's in his 20s now. I don't know if there's filters or not. He looks pretty smooth. So, again, I'm horrible with filters.
a new
same, I
haircut
guess.
based on all the comments and likes, and instantly
Yeah.
he looked much better. And
Yeah.
then next step, many people recommend that he's starting to watch his diet or exercise to lose some weight. And a couple months later,
What I tell you guys, having a fat face, I'm used to it. I've had a chubby face all my life. When I was born, I was like 10 pounds, 10 ounces. I've always had a chubby face. Like, even though I was scrawny, I still had somewhat chubby face. So him having a chubby face, you can tell he is a little bit overweight. That's because his body size does not match his chubby face. When I was, same with me, when I was in high school, my face was pretty, no, sorry, in elementary school, my face was pretty chubby, but I wasn't that big. Then as I got older and my face slimmed down as I did sports, it looked more like this gentleman here.
he come back with more.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive for
Yo,
3
that's
months.
actually fucking impressive. Goddamn.
Congratulations, man. All you have to do is put your fucking head down. Do a little bit of, like this gentleman did a little bit of research. He put himself out there. People told him what to do. He was like, you know what? It ain't going to hurt to try it. And he tried it. Look at the stark improvement of facial features. His face looks a lot more symmetrical now. A lot more symmetrical now, right? His hair looks good. It's a good haircut for his face. He has like a more rounded like head up top, so it really works well. So he's doing it. Like just 3 months, guys, that he can change himself from that much, from probably I would say a 4 here to definitely a solid 5, 5.5 right here. Like just through losing some weight, changing your haircut, and he looks even more confident too. Here he looks, and here he's like,
Look at that. They said lose weight. He says, okay. Like, he doesn't go on Twitter and, like, somebody tells him to lose weight. He talks about, like, writes this thing out. Like, oh, I'm being fucking fat shamed. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Society's out to get me. Like, everything's trying to ruin my life, bro.
this is where I think society kind of is, where a lot of people always want to bring up the, like, oh, people did this to me and all that. Fuck it. Who cares? You had a bad time. You moved on. Now you're improving yourself. Don't dwindle on the past. That's why you don't hear me talk about my divorce too much. You don't hear me talk about too much of like those things. Why? Because we have so much more ahead of us to deal with.
Like the fucking like the fucking the things in the media and like the cultural expectations are holding me down, man. It's like hoflation is making it to where I can't get a girlfriend. He just says, okay, so I should do these things to improve my chances. All right, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
That's where I want to like. I agree. There's no need to complain. We talk about hoflations. We talk about these things so you guys can understand it. But there's no need to complain about it. It is what it is. You can't change anything about it other than discussing the topic and then navigating around it for ourselves in the dating market as men.
Okay.
Updates. He lost some weight,
Yeah.
and he looked much, much better. And he also changed his glass to contact lenses. And then later on, somebody referred
Damn! Now he looks like some Korean boy band kind of guy. What the hell?
him to change a hairstyle. So
Yeah.
he did, but there was a hiccup. His hair got messed up, so he had to
He's
wear
gotta
like
wear the
hat
beanie.
for a while.
Yeah, smart.
In the meantime, while we're waiting his
Dude! This guy looks like almost like an Asian Chad now. Holy cow. He looks good.
hair to grow back again, he's starting to work on his like
Yeah.
sense of style on clothing.
I
So
mean,
he's
I
Oh, he
would say
changed
that's
styles. I actually think that's a good looking style. Sweats. He has a nice jacket on. Some Nikes. I'm not a Nike fan. I don't have any Nikes. I don't wear sneakers. I think it doesn't look so professional as an adult, personally.
That's a drip. Yeah, that's a drip. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that's impressive, man. What the fuck?
Dude.
start to
Stripped
post
out.
And see how much you guys can improve, right? Like from maybe a 4, this guy now looks like a 7. Easy a 7, at least at this current picture.
Oh
all
yeah.
different clothes and ask, everybody's opinion and comment. And many people generally gave him like nice opinion about the fashion style. And later on, some people suggest that okay,
God
this way
damn, bro. Woo, I love it. Damn. Good job, brother.
you need to get some app.
God damn, are you kidding me?
Woo.
Bro, this guy went down this shit like a list.
And he did. He get a pack. And his hair is also
Fucking 8-pack. God damn. I only have like a semi 4-pack.
come back. So he also get another post to say, okay, my hair is finally come back. Is there any hairstyle suggestion for me so I can get it down correctly this time? And this is the winner for hairstyle, which looks not
Yeah.
bad.
No.
That's
I wouldn't say that haircut, but I guess if people like that Korean nerdy look, I guess.
it's maybe not popular here in the U.S.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, I guess that's
over
what it
there,
is for me.
A lot of guys have haircuts like that.
He's
Yeah.
really nice.
When I was growing up, I had haircut like that. Why? Because I'm Asian.
And then we are going to more fashion style. Like he keep asking people how he can dress better or he can dress fashionably to look nicer because he said he's not very tall. He's short.
See, it's not that hard, guys. Just put in the fucking work. Like, people suggest, and there's content out there that tell you what to do to improve eating habits, working out habits, fucking work habits, just things you need to wake up to. Like, personally, I wake up, I make my bed. Why do I make my bed? People are always just like so fucking stupid about this making bed thing. For one, it is a task that you complete right in the beginning of your day. That is a single task that you have completed. You have accomplished something. You've made your bed. You people sometimes just get up and just like wash their face and do. No, I make my bed. I go shower. I brush my teeth in the shower. All my rituals. I shave. I moisturize my face a little bit because I have a pretty dry face and during the winter time. And then I'll do my hair. Then come into my room, turn on all my lights, and I do this every single day without fail. Why? Because it becomes a habit. It becomes something to lead you towards success. Right? I don't have to do this every day. I make videos like 4 or 5 days in advance, but I still wake up every day to do it. Why? Because if I don't, I feel unaccomplished. These are the little things you guys need to do in your lives. You don't know how to work out? It's all right. Pump 10 pieces of fucking iron real quick. That's one step. Next day, do 20. You don't have to go out there and start pumping motherfucking iron and start, becoming a jacked motherfucker. Nobody's saying these things. Just slowly work at it. And if you feel like you're going somewhere, work harder. That's all. Just put in the work, guys. Put in some footwork to look good, to get some type of fashion sense. Mine's not the greatest. I wear the exact same clothes every day. Maybe you guys can get a better one. It might work for you. People make fun of me because of my $45 deodorant. Like, you guys are all tripping out that's $45. But it's high-end deodorant that kind of replaces my cologne. So if I use my deodorant and forget to put cologne on, I still smell like I have cologne on. That's probably the reason why. That's the main reason why I went for a higher-end deodorant. And it matches my cologne. So, you know what? Like, it's just a little bit of nuances that you might not think about. That's all it is.
He's only 170 centimeter, which is about 5'6".
Yeah.
But generally, he is getting better and better, and his confidence
Yeah,
is
it's a
getting
good
boosted
looking
again.
dude.
He even get a photo shoot, which looks really.
That's why I say get your asses to the gym. All you guys really need to do, most of you guys, especially even women, all you really need to do is slim down a little bit. Slim down to a good weight, and that's what happens to your face. People tell me that, when I lose weight, they see it in my face right away. And it's true.
Really, really nice.
Yeah.
And after posting 2 years in
He posted the exact same picture. Oh, no, dude, he looks so different.
Impressive.
somebody asked him to post a
Bro, that
before
looks like one of those photo app things.
Yeah.
after. So he wear the exactly same suit as his first post.
The suit doesn't even fit him anymore. Look how big the suit is on him now. This is wonderful. Like, I did this. Again, Asman doesn't really do our content, but this is wonderful content for men to kind of like, hey, yeah, there's shit out there. Yeah, it sucks out there, the dating market. Yeah, there's hoflation. But yeah, there's things that you can do to improve your market too.
To show how big of difference he has
Yeah.
since the first post. And you can see really big difference. And in the middle, this guy even think about getting plastic surgery. But a lot of people talk him down.
No, brother, no. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Stay natural. Stay natural.
To say, okay, you do not need plastic surgery. You just need to lose a little bit of weight. You just need to get a new hairstyle. You just need to dress better, and you will look fine. And he did. The reason why I want to post this story is because this guy
Good looking girl.
Wow.
got married yesterday.
What a
He
surprise.
was
Congratulations,
in a relationship
brother.
before, but
Congratulations.
after 2 years, he completely transformed himself.
Damn.
And he met a really nice girl, and he got married. And that is inspirational. I hope they help.
Man.
I think it was.
This must be so upsetting to people who spend their whole life looking for excuses for why, it's somebody else's fault that they're not dating a supermodel. Yeah.
I 100% agree with Asman. If you guys think that you guys gonna get a good girl that's gonna, be submissive to you and all these things, and you guys are not working on yourselves, you're not a masculine leader, you're not doing the things you need to do, you're not working on the things you need to be working on, you deserve what you get. That's it. If you're not willing to put in the work, don't complain.
Like, this is really impressive, man. This guy just straight went and leveled up. Yeah, he actually went through the steps to improve his life. Isn't that crazy?
That's exactly the steps I kind of went through when I got divorced. I floundered a little bit and then started working out, started watching this type of content. I don't go around badgering women about this content or anything. I don't go around telling people, "Oh yeah, men, have it so hard or whatever." It is what it is. We know men have it hard. Either you deal with it or you get left behind. That's it, man. Whew. Shout outs to Asman for covering this story. Like, this was a wonderful story. I think that gentleman worked real hard. Within a year or two, he was able to fucking get married from maybe not even a solid 4. It was like an iffy 4 to a solid 7. That's 3 points worth of improvements that he just worked on himself. Fashion, glasses, hair, and then his body and his body weight. That's all you really guys kind of need to do. And yeah, of course, work on your money, work on your purpose. But you can see how good he looks. And when you look good, you're confident yourself, right? It's not just doing it for approval of women and approval of that. No, when you're a good looking person, you move further ahead in life. Research says that. Good looking people get better promotions. They move more further ahead because people like looking at nice looking people. Just how it is. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.